Every day, thousands of online merchants make their most expensive business decisions. What to stock, what to discount, which customers to save, on pure gut feeling. We are Team TerraBytes, and for NeuroX 1.0, we're building Lankara, an autonomous decision intelligence agent that turns a merchant's own behavioral data into evidence-backed business actions. Here's the problem. Business-to-business commerce platforms and retail dashboards are descriptive, not prescriptive. They tell a merchant what happened, sales this week, top products, bounce rates. But the judgment-intensive work still happens manually. An operations manager exports spreadsheets, eyeballs charts, and guesses what to reorder, what to bundle, and which at-risk accounts to call. That manual loop is slow, repetitive, and expensive. Overstocking ties up working capital. Churn goes unnoticed until the customer is already gone. Pricing decisions lag the market by weeks. Businesses already collect the behavioral data needed to answer these questions. They simply have no workforce to analyze it continuously. That is exactly the kind of high-value, repetitive B2B workflow an agent should own. Our solution is the Lankara Decision Intelligence Agent, an autonomous analyst that lives inside the merchant's platform. Instead of a static dashboard, the merchant converses with an agent that runs real data science pipelines on the live event stream and returns prescriptive recommendations: what to stock, what to discount, what to bundle, and which customers to retain, each one backed by cited evidence. Here is the agentic loop at its core. The agent receives a goal, like protect next month's revenue. It perceives the behavioral event stream, then plans which analytical tools to invoke: segmentation to find high-value at-risk customers, churn scoring to rank them, forecasting to check demand, and basket mining to design a retention bundle. It reasons over the combined results, drafts an action, and presents it with evidence. This is genuine dynamic decision-making. The tool sequence is chosen at runtime by the agent, not hard-coded. And it is not a chatbot wrapped around one prompt. When a request is ambiguous, say, sales look weak, the agent asks a clarifying question or scopes the analysis itself and states its assumption. When a tool fails or data is too sparse, it recovers, it retries, switches to an alternative model, or degrades gracefully and reports lower confidence rather than hallucinating an answer. Architecturally, Lankara is modular and failure-tolerant. A LangGraph orchestrator coordinates specialized services, a hybrid recommender service, a vector database powering visual product search, a speech-to-text and translation layer, a Postgres event stores streaming behavioral data, and the analytics pipelines, segmentation, churn, forecasting, and market basket mining. Each tool is an independent microservice, so one failure never takes down the loop. That gives the agent well over the required 3 external tools to select from dynamically, and every recommendation it produces carries its supporting evidence: the chart, the model confidence, and the exact data slice used. The merchant sees the reasoning, never a black box. Human-in-the-loop control is designed into the exact point where money moves. The agent can analyze and draft autonomously, but every consequential action, a price change, a reorder, a promotion campaign, lands in an approval queue as a proposal with evidence attached. The merchant approves, edits, or rejects it before execution, and every override becomes feedback that tunes the agent's future proposals. Where does the behavioral data come from? Lankara ships to merchants with a multimodal storefront layer, conversational, voice-driven, and multilingual, including underserved languages like Sinhala and Tamil. For the merchant, this channel is the sensor network. Every interaction becomes a behavioral event that makes the decision agent smarter. For Phase 2, execution is de-risked with public datasets before any real merchant data. Retail Rocket Clickstream for session behavior and churn features. Online Retail 2 for segmentation and forecasting. Instacart for basket mining, and H&M transactions for the recommender. We build in 4 sprints. First, the event store and analytics pipelines, then the LangGraph agent with tool calling, then the approval queue interface, and finally end-to-end evaluation. Every component has a measurable offline metric. Recall at K for recommendations, MAPE for forecasts, and precision on churn. So by demo day, we can show the full loop live. A goal in, tool calls reasoned through, and an evidence-backed action awaiting one human click. We found NeuroX 1.0 while searching hackathon listings on DevPost, and it stood out immediately. Most competitions reward demos. NeuroX rewards design. It asks for the reasoning loop, the failure handling, and the human control point before a single line of production code. That's exactly how agentic software should be built, and it pushed our team to think far more rigorously. Lankara, from dashboards that describe to an agent that decides, with a human always holding the final word. We are Team TerraBytes. Thank you.